How many of you has something like this right now in your pockets or on your hands? Could you raise your hands? Okay. Interesting to see. So actually this morning when I came here to the OXP, I came thanks to my mobile phone. Because I received a QR code where I could see where the place of the OXP was, and then I came, they scanned the QR code, I parked my car, and that's why I'm here. So I'm asking again, how many of you have done the same today? How many of you have came here because of your mobile phone? Okay, it's almost the same result then. So, considering the answers of this, I have a final question for you. Today, in year 2025, what would you think it will be the average of users that will visit a website on mobile? Option A is 15% on mobile. Option B is 30%, and option C is more than 60%. So let's think about that. So we have 3 seconds to think, okay? So 1, 2, and 3 is option C. So it means that more than 60% of your visitors will use a mobile phone to visit your website. Hi everyone, my name is Carlos. I'm a web designer, and I would like to talk today about mobile first, a responsive approach to web design. Firstly, I would like to give a short introduction on who I am and what I'm doing here. So, as you may notice because of my accent, I'm a Spaniard, and I'm working at the Odoo web design team, which is a team part of business services here in Odoo, where we have our main office here in Louvain-la-Neuve. So you can drop by and say hello. And we work for international customers, Odoo partners, web agencies, and also Odoo itself. So after this short introduction, I would like to talk about the main topic of this talk, which is mobile first. What is mobile first? Mobile first is a design philosophy that proposes creating first websites for smallest screen available, and then escalating that to larger devices. Okay, so now that we know what is mobile first, the next question is what is mobile? Mobile could be any input touch device, meaning that it's something that you touch with your finger that has a width smaller than 1,200 pixels, and it relies on mobile networks such as 3G, 4G, and 5G. As mobile devices, we could find smartphones, which I think is what the most of you will have right here. Then we have phablets and foldables, which are a larger version of a smartphone. And then is the step in between the next device, which are tablets. Tablets also pay attention because you have in portrait mode and landscape mode. Then also we have wearables, such as smart watches, smart glasses, AR, VR devices, and so on. And then we have other portable devices, such as gaming consoles, train, plane, car, infotainment systems. If you are driving, please pay your attention on the road and do not browse any website, okay? All right, so now what we know, what is mobile first and what is mobile, what should we care about mobile first? Mobile first matters because of 3 elements. So the first one is your users. So remember that more than 60% of your users will be on mobile. So that means that the majority of the web traffic comes from mobile devices. Also, you should think that the mobile version of a website should be the entry point for the final version of your website that normally is the desktop one. So think that a bad mobile user experience will make you lose your users before they come to larger versions such as the desktop one, which should be the final one. Then mobile first matters because of the focus or because of your content. Meaning that working for mobile will make you work on a more constrained situation where you have a smaller screen, Performance is not so fast. So this is an opportunity for you to focus on what it really matters. So it means that here you could take this as an opportunity to clean up your design, because in the very end, a cleaner design will also benefit all the versions of your website for the other screens. Finally, mobile first matters because of the impact, meaning that the way a website is optimized for mobile will have a direct impact on the SEO. Meaning that Google gives you better scoring, better SEO scoring whenever your website is optimized for mobile devices. So since I know that most of you would like to be first whenever you are searching on Google, pay attention to this. Also, remember that a better mobile usability in the end will result in higher conversion and retention rates. Okay, we just seen what is mobile first. We just seen what is mobile and why mobile first matters. But how can we implement mobile first in Odoo? We have two ways to do it. So the first one, so we have a technical and a practical approach. On the technical side, I have good news for you, because Odoo is responsive and is optimized for mobile devices by default. And this is because of two main points. The first one is because of Bootstrap. Bootstrap is one of the world's most well-known front-end libraries, which is the technology that Odoo bases its front-end on. One of the Bootstrap's key features is Bootstrap Grid, which is a system that divides the viewport in up to 12 columns. So depending on the size of your viewport, your content will be automatically adapted to those. So that means that as long as Bootstrap is responsive, Odoo will also be. Secondly, it's because of our snippets structure. So Odoo website builder is based on a snippet structure, which means that we have a set of pre-made content blocks that have been created by our amazing R&D teams, such as R&D design, R&D website, and e-commerce. So they have made sure that all those snippets are responsive by default. So you only need to drag and drop them, and then to put the content in its right place. And then for the practical approach, I'm going to show you a nice use case. So remember that I came here using a QR code to the OXP. So I would like you to think all the way around. Imagine that now you are the company that offered me that QR code. Okay, so you are a company named QR Park. You are selling parking lot rental products. Okay, and now we are the web designers for QR Park. So now we are going to create their homepage using Odoo, and we are going to apply that mobile first philosophy, that design first approach here. Okay, so the first thing that we will see here is how can we see our website in mobile in Odoo. So if you can see this little guy here, this is our mobile preview. So just click on that, and then we will see how our website is going to look on mobile. Then we go to edit here, and we will launch our website builder. So remember the snippet system structure that I told you. So here is it. Since we are creating the homepage, we are going to add some blocks related to that. So the first one will be the introduction section. So it's going to be this one. Then we are going to show our products here, and we will showcase our features. Then we will have a custom testimonial blog, and finally a marquee talking about the shopping conditions that we offer. As you may see here, those blocks are not ordered. So how can we do it? Whenever you click on any section, you will see those arrows here. So it means that you can move up and down all the sections. So this block is intended to be before my footer. So I'm going to put it here, and my product carousel has to be just below the introduction section. So I'm moving it up. All right. Customer testimonials should be below our feature showcase, and then that's it. How can I look again my website on desktop? So go again to this mobile button here, and then you will see it. Also, if you are working on your website on desktop mode, don't forget to press escape, because escape is also the way to see how the website is going to look. All right. So now that we have the structure here, let's going to focus on our main section. Remember that we are working on a home page, so we want to create an introduction block that we want to create a nice wow effect here. So let's going to replace the image here of the background. So we go here, and then we select a picture of a parking lot, because we are a company offering parking lot rental services. Then we are going to change the column mode to a grid mode. Grid mode is actually a more advanced way to play with content here. So I'm going to transform this block into a column. I'm going to remove this paragraph here, and also here for this image, I'm going to add a color filter in order to add more contrast here in the background. Also for this section, I'm going to change the color palette here so as to create this yellow background section here. Also here for the title, by now this one comes in display 3. I'm going to change it to a header one. Okay, so every website should have a header one, and I'm going to put it as a 2 lines block. A nice feature that we have with the grid mode is that we have the ability to play with the padding, vertical and horizontal padding, within any block. So here I'm going to add a 50 pixel padding on the top and on the horizontal axis. And also for this main section, I would like to have 2 different kind of call to action. So I press here in the button, I press it again, and then I will change this button from button secondary to button primary, and then I will have this nice 2 call to actions structure here. Then on the grid mode, you are able to add images by pressing here, adding images, and then I would like to show a picture showing the product that we offer, which is an app offering QR codes for clients using their parks. Also remember that by default columns or blocks in grid mode, they come by default with a 10 pixel padding. So we get rid of those in the horizontal and the vertical axis, and we are going to press escape in order to see how it's going to look. Then we are going to create, I'm going to show you a little trick in order to have a nice wow effect here, because that is the main thing here. I'm going to add an empty text block, and since we have the grid mode activated, we have the possibility to play with overlapping elements. So I'm going to have this guy here. I'm going to adjust it a little bit, and then I'm going to add it a yellow background. I'm going to get rid of the text that comes by default, and then I'm going to add a shadow effect here with a yellow shadow with a huge blur on it. So if I add a 300 pixels blur on it, I could have a nice glowing effect that if I put this element in the background, you will see like a wall, like a golden thing wrapping my picture. How is going to look this on mobile? So if we go here, then we will see some things. We notice that this is responsive, yes it is, but maybe it's not nice. So you have to play with this element. Whenever, on mobile mode, whenever you select the section, don't you forget to adjust it, because here our amazing Bootstrap grid technology will be adapting this block to that. And also you will notice that the glowing block that we have on the desktop here is looking weird. What is happening here? Grid mode, with grid mode on desktop, you can overlap elements, but on mobile, those elements will be stacked one below each other. It means that here it doesn't look nice. So what can we do here? Odoo has something very cool, which is the visibility tools here. So we have the option to switch on and off any section or any blocks, depending on whether they are mobile or desktop. So if you go here like that, then you go like this, you will notice that this is hidden. But if you go back to desktop, then you will notice that it's there. So let's go to see the rest of the homepage, and let's go to see if there are any elements that are hidden also on mobile. So we have this element here, that in this section we have a background shape. So if I go to mobile, then I will see that the shape is not there. And why is so? It's because shapes, background shapes, they are hidden on mobile by default. So what we should do is go here to the block, then switch off the hidden on mobile option for the shape in the background, and then we will see it here, and we will notice that this is creating a nice continuity effect in between those two sections. Also, if we see here invisible elements, and then we press it here, we will notice that we also have another hidden on mobile element, which is the picture that we have here to showcase the features of our company. So what we will do here is we are going to switch off the visibility button here, so we will be able to see it on mobile. However, I don't like how this element is ordered. So I can order this element by selecting it and then pressing into the arrow. Then it's going to be up, and I'm going to add a little bit of padding here to the bottom. So then it's looking nice. Another thing here are call to action elements. So remember that mobile, they are input touch devices, meaning that you touch them with your finger. So make sure that the call to actions that you have, the links that you have on your website, they are big enough to be touched with your fingers on mobile. The same goes for this one on the footer. So it's going to be transformed to button primary. And then we will notice that here in the footer, we have those columns here that they are by default stacked one below the other. A common mistake is duplicating the section, meaning that you have a section in the way you want on desktop, and then you duplicate it for mobile with a different layout. However, in this case, if you want to put all of them like here, the only thing that you need to do is just while the mobile preview is enabled, just move them around. A final thing that we have to pay attention to is about the content optimization, because mobile first is also about content optimization. So here, if we go to this picture here, we will notice that by default the size of the weight of the image is 300 kilobytes. It's too much. And also we see that it's in JPEG. So what Odoo offers us is to transform pictures into WebP. WebP is a nice format, especially for SEO, because it's lightweight and is the format that Google prioritized for the SEO. So then you change the size, you change it into WebP, and then we play with the quality, and now we see that a picture that was 300 kilobytes now is 34. So we reduce it almost 10 times the size, the weight that it had before. So we do the same for this one. So now it's 86 kilobytes, and then I'm going to optimize it. I'm going to play a little bit with the quality. We see that it looks fine, yeah. And now we notice that the picture now it weighs 22 kilobytes. So That's it. We just created our website using a website mobile first approach. So I have some tips for you. The first one is test. Make sure that you test. Make sure that you change the mobile preview and the desktop preview whenever you work, and also to show the website and desktop, press escape, and then you will see how it's going to look. Also, test your website on the mobile devices that you want to implement that website. So that will be the way to make sure that everything is working in the way you want. Then don't duplicate, readapt. So this is what I just told you before. It's a common mistake to duplicating sections there. Duplicate unless it is your last resort. Try to readapt first. Finally, keep it simple. Think that mobile first is also about simplicity and about focusing on what it really matters. A good example will be what we saw before with that wow effect. That glowing block was interesting on desktop, but was it adding any value to our mobile version? Maybe not. So get rid of the elements that are not adding any value to your website. Remember that today in 2025, more than 60% of your users will be on mobile. That's not a bad thing, and maybe this is something that is going to be increased. However, the good thing is that with Odoo, it's quite easy and quite simple to create websites optimized for mobile devices very quickly. Thank you very much, and let's go to see your questions.
Thank you for this presentation. It's really clear. There is one first question. Can we edit the view from a smartphone, or we have to do it from a computer?
You can try it, yes. You can use your smartphone, and then you can play with that. Yep.
Okay. How can I prevent edits in the mobile view from also changing the laptop view, especially in paragraphs? How can I prevent edits in the mobile view?
I don't get the question. Maybe you can look for me in the website booth, and I will be happy to address the question, because I don't understand it.
The third question is, can you differentiate the design between PC, computer, and mobile? For example, an image.
Yeah, the way to differentiate. So, as we just seen, is about the size of the viewport. Whenever we switch off the mobile preview, this is how it's going to look on desktop, on any computer. And whenever we are like that, this is how it's going to look on mobile.
Thank you. Another question is why the tab block for formulas is not existing anymore.
Maybe we can see together that question afterwards in the website booth.
Okay, yeah, because I think it's still existing, but maybe it has changed.
Maybe it just changed.
I think it's the last question, so thank you very much for your presentation.
Thank you.